This is a special presentation from Mix TV.
Since 1907, Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home and Cremation Service has been serving families with compassion and attention to detail when you experience the loss of a loved one. Trust Agent Mallory Martin to guide you through the process of honoring your loved one's life with dignity. With over 100 years of experience in all facets of funeral service, Agent Mallory Martin will help you celebrate your loved one in a way that would make everyone proud. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home and Cremation Service, serving your family from one generation to the next.
Every day, 115 Americans die from an opioid overdose, and many could be prevented through the use of Narcan. Narcan is a nasal spray which can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose, giving people a second chance. If someone in your household has been prescribed an opioid medication, then anyone in the house can be at risk for an accidental overdose. The Sallisaw Now Coalition can tell you more about Narcan, how to get it, how to use it, and how it can save lives. Learn more at sallisawnow.com.
Ready for a smile that feels as good as it looks? At Aesthetic Dental Institute, Dr. Henshaw specializes in transforming lives with dental implants, the permanent solution to missing teeth. And with IV sedation, you can relax and feel comfortable during any procedure. For those who need a full restoration, full arch implants give you back your smile in just one day. Call Aesthetic Dental Institute today at 918-775-4431. Aesthetic Dental Institute, where your beautiful, healthy smile is their top priority.
Hello, can anybody hear me out there?
Hey, Bob's not here right now, but if he was, I'm sure he'd be reminding you.
Hello, I seem to have locked myself in my dressing room.
That if you're in the market for a new or used car, truck, van, or SUV,
Little help here.
and you want the lowest possible price on that vehicle,
That's better.
you need to come see us here at the home of the low price cars.
That was the darndest thing. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Blue Ribbon Sallisaw, home of the low price cars.
What do you mean the commercial's already over?
Forever Memories Funeral Services welcomes you to take advantage of the services they offer, from pre-planning to uniquely designing a celebration of the life journey of your loved one. Forever Memories has local ownership. They've lived in this community for many generations. With a caring staff and a beautiful facility, Forever Memories is dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities affordably with dignity. Forever Memories Funeral Services on Highway 101, just north of Sallisaw.
J&D Steakhouse is Sequoyah County's premier steakhouse, serving USDA certified 7 Oak steaks, burgers, and chops, as well as seafood, chicken fried steak, and amazing salads. Specials include Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Thirsty Thursdays, and more. Happy hour daily 4 to 6. J&D Steakhouse, a place for good food, friends, and family, and live music. 230 North Oak in Sallisaw. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. J&D Steakhouse. Oh, it's good.
Hello and welcome to Mixed Media Days on Mixed TV. We're here at J&D Steakhouse in Sallisaw. I'm Clint Smith along with Buck Ringgold here. Today we are joined by Coach Kenyatta Wright and his Roland Rangers. Coach Wright, what do you think made Roland the right fit for your first head coaching job?
Well, I'm trying to get over the smell of steaks and before I start talking about football, but I'm glad to be here, first of all. And, man, I'm excited about this team. Obviously, it's orange and black. It's been a team on that since I've been there, been working really hard, and we're excited to get the product on the football field to kind of prove that we can stake our claim as one of the top teams in 2A.
Coach, how have you been received since taking the job by the community and by the staff?
Well, the community's been awesome. The school's been awesome, but for me as a head coach, it was more about the players. You know, how we built our relationship in these short few months. That's how I'm going to gauge our success, and the community's awesome. I mean, I think they've been yearning for the culture that we're creating right now. A lot of the old alumni are coming back and gotten to talk to a lot of those guys to try to historically find out what Roland football was about. Obviously, being a Vian guy, Western Sequoyah County guy, everyone's a rival. But now I'm focused on their culture as a whole in Roland, and they've been very successful in basketball and track and baseball, a lot of other sports. But football has had it's time in certain years, but now we feel like that we want to become a football school too.
Coach, it can be a coincidence that you are wearing the orange and black, and also you have a retro OSU logo on your sweatshirt. Just talk about the first time that you interviewed for the job at Roland and you saw the color scheme, and you just felt like, yeah, this is the place.
Well, I have a lot of orange and black in my closets, and it does have another logo on it. And we actually, our booster club, they retired this logo at Oklahoma State, and our booster club got it trademarked to use at Roland for a retro logo. And I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's a tough branded logo, and I mean, the best colors in the world is orange and black, so it was an easy decision for me to, when Coach Miss Wiggins talked to me about this job, and it was an easier decision whenever I got to be around these guys too.
Coach, you mentioned, Roland having success in various other sports, the basketball.
Yep.
They got a Hall of Fame coach in Eddie Lewis, all the basketball programs, the baseball programs, getting guys drafted in the first round. How have you had any success getting some of those other athletes from those other sports to come out for the football team this year?
Well, I always talk to the various coaches around Oklahoma, mostly the retired coaches. Coach Jordan, my coach, who's retired now. As soon as I got the job, he called me. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna call Eddie Lewis for you. You need to go talk to him." He said, "He's an old ball coach." That's what he said. My first day, we had a meeting together, and I kind of sat down and kind of showed him what my plan would be for an athlete, not just a football player, because I didn't want to develop football players. I want to develop some of the greatest athletes that we possibly can in their time that we have them. And he was an old football coach. He coached 23 years at Roland as a football coach. A lot of people don't know that. And he digs football games. He loves it. He's one of the best defensive ends in the state of Oklahoma. Linebacker, we call them outside linebackers now. That's what these guys play. But he was one of those top guys. And so Eddie loves football. And he just wants us to be successful. And he has no problem sharing athletes. But yeah, we had to go get some of those guys out of the gym. You see them here now, and I tell them, I don't care if you love football, it can be your second sport, but while you're playing, we want you to love the game when you're playing it, and it's going to make them better in basketball as well.
Coach, the atmosphere in today's high school football even is kind of like the college football. Players are transferring in and out all the time. Can you maybe tell us about some new faces to your program that have come in maybe from other schools this season?
We got a lot. We got guys that were free agents somewhere else. They're Roland kids. They're Moffitt Roland kids. They were free agents at other schools for whatever reason. They came back for, like DJ came back for his last year. So we got a couple of other young kids that came back to Roland just because, man, it's their friends. They grew up with them in elementary school or wherever they're at Moffitt or whatever, and just situations weren't right for them as an athlete. Now I feel like we're one of the best programs in the area. We're going to have a culture that breathes that every single day, and we're going to be intentional about the athletes' pursuit to their goals. I don't care about my goals. My goals are over. I want to focus on the athletes' goals in our program, and that's all we're going to do, and that's why kids are coming back. They call it a transfer portal. We just call it free agency. They came back home.
Well, Coach, can you describe your offensive and defensive style? And what can fans expect from your squad on both sides of the football?
Well, I'm not an offensive guy. Honestly, I hate offense. I'm a defensive guy, but I love it now as a head coach because you got to love both sides, all three sides of the ball, special teams, offense, defense. Well, we know in this game you got to have space players, and that's on offense. And defense, we want to condense the space by being very, very aggressive. So I'm excited about our offensive scheme because previously they were a run-heavy team. Didn't really throw the ball around, but you can see these guys' wingspans that I got with me. They have great wingspan. They are great space players, and we're going to have to sling the ball around, but I also have some running backs here that we're going to pound it too. So we'll be a multi-dimensional offensive scheme. We're going to have that air raid touch. We'll have some power football touch, but that's kind of how, whatever that week is and what we feel like we need to play and how we need to play, that's what our approach is going to be. These guys are getting a taste of that now. We're not going to be the same every single week. We're going to do what's best and give us the best chance to win. And on defense, I mean, it's going to be simple. We're going to fly to the football and cause havoc when we get there. And we're going to attack the quarterback. And that's one thing that I tell these guys that are with me that play a lot of heavy defense, like, we're going to get the pawn off of his island and make him move. That's what we're going to do on defense. And I love those schemes. And they're getting a taste of Buddy Ryan, Rob Ryan, Wade Phillips, I mean Nick Saban. I throw all those names there because I show them, like, hey, this is what we're doing. And they love it and they're eating it up, and I'm excited to be able to do it against someone else.
Can you tell us about some of the guys that are stepping up to fill in some of the roster holes that you lost to graduation last year?
Yeah, we have a lot of guys back, but the guys that you see here, they're veterans. Landon is he's a new basketball player that came out. I say basketball player, he's an athlete. He didn't play football last year. He's a new addition to our team. This guy right here, he's the old head in the program. Alex Brand, he is the tough linebackers that whenever I take a job and I watch film and I see a guy like him flying around, I know where I need him at on our defense. So he's been consistent. He's played about 5 different positions on both sides of the football, and Alex has been here, and that's why we brought him. Derek Allen is he'll play quarterback, he'll play receiver, he'll play a little bit of everything, corner, outside linebacker. His home will be quarterback for us early, more than likely, and he's another guy that's been in the program for a long time. Uriah Phillips, he was dual position guy. Again, wide receiver and cornerback. We're going to try to play him in other positions just because of his body. And, we've seen him work in the weight room this summer. He's going to be a tough tackle with the ball in his hand, so we're going to play him at different positions. You got Bryson Gunner here. He's got, look at his nose. I mean, he's a hard downhill type of guy on both sides of the football. He's going to be a tough tackle at running back. He'll play linebacker for me as well because I want those tough, gritty guys. Like I said, he got blood all over his face. He hadn't been in a bar fight, but he got in a fight. But anyway, that's Bryson. He's a good one, and I'm excited for him. Been in the program for a long time. Right here we got Bryson, number 2. So we got Bryson. He's another basketball kid. Long, rangy, gained 30 pounds this summer. Didn't probably like lifting weights until I kind of talked him into it. Now he's seeing the development in his own, physical attributes, and just the skill that he possesses is getting better. Alexander Criswell, I told Miss Melinda that she gave me a number that I could bring, and I said, I got to bring one more because this kid has made 100% of workouts. Like, the only time he had to miss is for a family issue, death in the family. He's made every workout, and he never talks. So I had to bring him here, and we're proud of him. He's a running back. Will play cornerback for me. Will play in the slot a little. He'll play everywhere. So proud of him. DJ Massey, he was one of those free agents that went to another school. He came back home. He's a long, rangy guy that will play in the secondary for us and make his home on offense as a receiver. I ain't gonna tell everywhere he's playing, but that's a guy that we're proud of. These are the guys that I brought. This is the foundation of the guys that we're recognizing on our team. Obviously, there's a lot of other guys that we have, but these are the core football players that we have at Roland.
Well, Coach, obviously it goes without saying, first game of the year, Muldrow. Enough said. Your thoughts on playing Muldrow right out of the gate?
Well, this will be the first time that I'm as the head coach at the rival school. Like, when I was at Vian, we played them. Fort Gibson, we played them. To me, it wasn't a rivalry. You know what I mean? But this is bragging rights. Like, this rivalry goes back. I think it goes back to like 1924. I try to look up some of the historical emphasis of this game, and it's like they used to play it on Thursdays and shut the towns down, and it was the only game in the county. Obviously, we're playing on Friday this year. But to these guys, it means everything. And it means everything for me to win this game for these guys, because at the end of my coaching career, I'm not going to ever care about how many games I won and lost. The only thing that I'm going to care about is how these guys' experience was during those games that we played, and I tell them that. And so this rivalry is very, very big, and that's kind of the game that we're targeting right now, no matter what in front of us.
Coach, a little off topic, but, I've got to ask you this, having spent time at OSU with Coach Gundy, what are your thoughts on what Coach Gundy is doing now and your thoughts on the new coach at OSU, Eric Morris?
Well, Coach Gundy, we talk every week. We talk probably a couple times a week, more now because I'm asking him offensive questions and just program building, culture systems, how to, engage these athletes at a better and more meaningful way. And especially on the offense side, he's coming to Roland in a couple weeks to come talk to our guys. He wants to do that. Right now, he's enjoying his vacation. He'll do some ESPN stuff. And I'm excited because Mike really loves to pour into young men. He knew more about Roland than I did because of the recruiting stuff and then watching. And Miss Wiggins, his boys played baseball with them. And so they were friends and they knew each other for a long time. So he has a lot of historical emphasis that knew about Roland he was telling me about and the stuff that I would have to learn. But Mike is doing really good. He's got a lot of time on his hands right now. So he's making ways around the country and going to go speak at different programs and loves high school football. So that's why he's going to come to Roland and watch us play this year and kind of coach us coaches up as well. But the new coach at Eric at Coach Morris at not at Morris, but coach at OSU. Man, he's got his guys, He brought 18 dudes from North Texas. He brought his system to Oklahoma State. Skylar Cassidy, I remember when he was a baby at Oklahoma State, his dad was our DB coach. And Coach Cass is going into, I think, his 45th year at Louisville this year. And he's got the pedigree on defense, I think, to rebuild the system that they need at Oklahoma State. And then they got the players. I mean, they spent $21 million this year, so they better have some players out there that can play. We didn't spend that much. I wish we did. I'll still probably be there, but I'm glad to be at Roland.
Yeah, Coach, after you get through that non-district schedule, you get into a tough district schedule. Tell us a little bit about some of those opponents.
Well, I mean, like I told these guys, obviously, your rivalry game is the first. It's going to test you early with Muldrow being as consistent as they've been, and it's your rivalry game, And obviously, got Keys and Central. Central's another, right down the road team. It don't matter classification. When we hit our district, we better be in stride because those first few games, there's going to be some teams that's going to hit you, and they're going to be physical, and their systems have already been in place. And Tahlequah Sequoia is going to be a top 10 team. We know that. They may be a top 5 team. Lincoln Christian down the road is going to be tough. Heavener's always been tough. Shakota, they got 2 D1 players on their team right now. So we got a tough schedule, but that's why you play the game of football. And I'm excited about my guys. I really don't care about those other teams except to the point that that's our opponent, and we have to prepare because they're some of the best teams in 2A.
Coach, what do you think is going to be the X factor for your ball club this season?
I think I don't have a problem with unity. I think our team is unified already. And there's going to be some stragglers come in as school starts that, they're probably going to watch the mix or read the paper and hear that we may be a team that's going to win a few games this year and want to join us, later in August. But I really feel like we have to just stay healthy, and we have to just continue being consistent, and we have to learn to win. These seniors that are up here, they have 4 wins in their career. You know what I mean? And that's tough. And we have to find a way to win, and that's up to us coaches also as well. And that's why I tell these guys, we're going to win every single day. And we're not going to be measured by the scoreboard. Obviously, I will be, or the community will measure me by that, or they'll fire me if we don't win enough games. But I want them to find things that they do well every single day that we call a win. And once they do that, I think that our momentum will start and we'll start seeing the fruits of our labor. But we got to stay healthy. In 2A, it's a gauntlet when you have, 40 or 50 players and a lot of them are young. The veteran guys got to take a lot of the load. And so staying healthy, doing things to stay healthy, which I've got I've got everybody on that realm, and our booster club has done a good job with the hydration, nutrition, and teaching these guys that stuff. And that's where I think that's what we have to pay most attention to.
Coach, what surprised you the most about your roster after taking over as head coach?
The amount of talent on the roster, I'm just telling you. I've been in a few places. We've had some really, really talented guys, and I really think that we have guys that are more hungry for the game than some of those places that I've been in. And that's exciting for me as a coach. And they're showing up every single day and they're working their butts off, and it's for their experience. And so you can win with that. And you can win with that. But we also are teaching them a whole new system, a whole new way to practice, a whole new way to wake up every morning. We're teaching them a lot of new things. So once they grab it and they start developing in it, that's where we'll see victories. But I'm excited about this because I've never, on all the defenses I coached and been a coordinator or been involved with, had this much length and speed like on that side of the football. And it's just like these guys. I mean, they close space really fast as linebackers. And I almost have to slow them down in practice, and that's a good thing. But they close space really fast. And I'm a linebacker guy, and I watch them in drills, and I see them doing things, and they close really fast. So I'm excited about the length that we have. And the coaches that are coaching with me are teachers. Like, they're teachers of ball. Like, they're teachers of life. And they're going to get these kids motivated and ready to go faster. But I'm excited about the talent. And the good thing about these guys, they lead our younger group. And our younger middle school group, there's about 50 players there. And they're working just as hard as our high school. So the culture shifted like really, really fast. Because I think those kids, they believed in themselves, but they just needed somebody, I think, to just say, hey, yeah, you can do it. Or you can do it better, or whatever it may be. But I'm excited about them. The talent level is there. And I think when Eddie was going to the state tournaments and those guys weren't playing football, that may have been a huge difference, because we got the starting point guard, we got the post, we got a power forward, we got all those guys, got another, X-factor guy in basketball. We got all the basketball players that's playing out there, and there's some baseball players that are kind of on the fence. I hadn't had my recruiting with their parents yet, but on August 13th they'll probably be playing too.
Well, Coach, we can definitely sense your excitement and enthusiasm, and can't help but think that that's got to carry over to your team as well. Thanks for fielding our questions. We're going to step aside for just a moment, and we'll be back and let these young men introduce themselves and ask them a few questions.
Since 1907, Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home and Cremation Service has been serving families with compassion and attention to detail. When you experience the loss of a loved one, trust Agent Mallory Martin to guide you through the process of honoring your loved one's life with dignity. With over 100 years of experience in all facets of funeral service, Agent Mallory Martin will help you celebrate your loved one in a way that would make everyone proud. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home and Cremation Service, serving your family from one generation to the next.
Every day, 115 Americans die from an opioid overdose, and many could be prevented through the use of Narcan. Narcan is a nasal spray which can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose, giving people a second chance. If someone in your household has been prescribed an opioid medication, then anyone in the house can be at risk for an accidental overdose. The Sallisaw Now Coalition can tell you more about Narcan, how to get it, how to use it, and how it can save lives. Learn more at sallisawnow.com.
Ready for a smile that feels as good as it looks? At Aesthetic Dental Institute, Dr. Henshaw specializes in transforming lives with dental implants, the permanent solution to missing teeth. And with IV sedation, you can relax and feel comfortable during any procedure. For those who need a full restoration, full arch implants give you back your smile in just one day. Call Aesthetic Dental Institute today at 918-775-4431. Aesthetic Dental Institute, where your beautiful, healthy smile is their top priority.
Hello? Can anybody hear me out there?
Hey, Bob's not here right now, but if he was, I'm sure he'd be reminding you.
Hello? I seem to have locked myself in my dressing room.
That if you're in the market for a new or used car, truck, van, or SUV,
Little help here.
and you want the lowest possible price on that vehicle,
That's better.
you need to come see us here at the home of the low price cars.
That was the darndest thing. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Blue Ribbon Sallisaw, home of the low price cars.
What do you mean the commercial's already over?
Forever Memories Funeral Services welcomes you to take advantage of the services they offer, from pre-planning to uniquely designing a celebration of the life journey of your loved one. Forever Memories has local ownership. They've lived in this community for many generations. With a caring staff and a beautiful facility, Forever Memories is dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities affordably with dignity. Forever Memories Funeral Services on Highway 101, just north of Sallisaw.
J&D Steakhouse is Sequoyah County's premier steakhouse, serving USDA certified 7 Oak steaks, burgers, and chops, as well as seafood, chicken fried steak, and amazing salads. Specials include Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Thirsty Thursdays, and more. Happy hour daily 4 to 6. J&D Steakhouse, a place for good food, friends, and family, and live music. 230 North Oak in Sallisaw. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. J&D Steakhouse. Oh, it's good.
All right, we're back here on Mixed Media Days with the Roland Rangers. We're going to let these young men introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Uriah Phillips.
I'm Derek Allen.
I'm Alex Brandt.
I'm Leonard Fowler.
I'm DJ Massey.
I'm Alexander Criswell.
I'm Bryson Myers.
I'm Bryson Gunter.
All right, I'm going to start with Landon. Landon, we've obviously covered a lot of your games on the basketball court.
Yes, sir.
How do you think you've made some deep playoff runs with the basketball team, and how do you think the discipline that you've learned from Coach Lewis is going to translate to your debut on the football field?
I think just him instilling in me, like, listening, being with Coach Wright, like, just listening. Like, I've learned a lot from Coach Wright. Coach Lewis, it's hard mouth, it's, all the way to the wall. And I think that's just going to go a long way for me.
All right, this one's for Uriah. What's your favorite pregame meal?
My favorite pregame meal would probably be pickles and candy.
Just pickles? He gonna eat more than that.
And some steak.
Got a question for Bryson. Bryson, 11. 11, yeah, 2 Brysons. Bryson, 11. What do you like to put on your hamburger?
Just like ketchup, mayo, and like lettuce. That's about it.
All right, this question is going to be for DJ. Other than Muldrow, who would you say is your biggest rival?
Shakota, most definitely.
Yep.
Okay, this question is for Derek. Derek, who is your favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete? I'd have to say Patrick Mahomes.
All right, this one's for Alex. Alex, we've seen, we've covered some of your games. We've seen you fly around, make some big hits out there on the football field. What college or pro player would you say you most model your play after?
The one I probably model myself after probably would have to be Fred Warner for the 49ers.
That's a good one.
I can definitely see that.
If he can play like Fred Warner, we'll have we'll be really, really good on defense.
This question is for Alexander. Have you seen film of Coach Wright when he played at OSU and in the NFL? Have you seen clips of him playing?
Yes, I have.
And what were your impressions of him as a player?
He's very aggressive.
All right, this one will be for Bryson. Bryson, who would you say is the fastest player on the team?
Either Bubba or DJ.
I would say DJ is one of the fastest I've seen on the basketball court, so I would think that translates to the football
you think
field
Bubba
as well.
fastest with the ball, or you?
Probably
both. I didn't say which ball.
All right, this question is for Bryson wearing jersey number 2. Bryson number 2. What is your favorite sports movie?
Probably Coach Carter.
Man.
All right, this one's for Derek. What would you say is your most memorable moment as a Roland Ranger?
Most memorable moment? Overall, anything?
Well, I would say on the football field.
Football field? Probably all the rivalry games. I love those. Those are my favorite games.
This question is for Uriah. Uriah, who is your favorite college football team?
My favorite college football team has to be Ohio State.
The other OSU.
Yeah.
This question will be for Alexander. What's your favorite? What's your pregame ritual?
My pregame ritual, I would like to say it is probably just listen to music, just get my head in the game.
He's talked more today than he has in 3 months.
This question is for Landon. Landon, what is your favorite video game?
I mean, it's a toss-up right now between Fortnite or 2K, but I'd probably have to go Fortnite right now.
He must have got beat a lot in 2K.
Actually, I've got a question for Coach Wright on that note. Coach Wright, was your likeness in Madden?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play yourself in Madden?
I played some. My sons played it more. But, you know, every time you put up the Madden sticks in our facility at the Jets or Buffalo, it cost you. So I didn't play it that much in the facility. I'd play against my sons.
All right, this one's for Bryson, number 2. What's your favorite tradition at Roland Stadium on Friday nights?
Probably like the big helmet and running out, and Ranger Bob.
Yeah, definitely Ranger Bob leading the team on the field.
He's the icon. Yeah. He's the icon.
He is.
Yep.
All right, this question is for DJ. Who is your favorite professional sports team?
Basketball or football? Either. Basketball, I'll go Houston Rockets, and football, Baltimore Ravens.
All right, this one's for Bryson Gunner. What's your favorite music to listen to pregame?
Rod Wave for sure. Yeah, about it.
All right, this question is for Derek. What is your favorite restaurant in either Roland or Sequoia County?
My favorite restaurant has to be El Toro and Muldrow. They're very good.
Well, you better not eat there after the first game.
All right, this one's for Alex. Alex, we've asked most everybody that's been in here. We're going to get your thoughts on this. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Oh my gosh, I knew it. I knew it. I'm pineapple on pizza.
We've determined it's got to be a generational thing.
Huh? Generational, yes. You just hadn't had Mazio's with pineapple. You can come to my Mazio's. You can get it.
This question is for Bryson, number 11. What is your favorite non-sports movie?
Spider-Man, probably.
The new one or one of the old ones?
Nah, one of the older ones, like probably Andrew Garfield's.
All right, this one's for Alexander. What would you say is your most memorable game that you've played for the Rangers?
My most memorable game would probably be my first game. Last year I just started, so yeah.
Who was it against?
Muldrow.
Okay. Freshman getting to play in a rivalry game, that's big.
Alex, what is your favorite TV show?
I don't watch TV much, but if it has to be a TV show, probably 2.5 Men.
I thought he was gonna say Gunsmoke or something. You know, he farmer. I mean, I thought he was gonna say Gunsmoke or something. 2.5 Men. Golly.
My father watched that.
Yellowstone was a good one too. Yellowstone or something, you know.
All right, that's going to wrap us up here with the Roland Rangers here at Mixed Media Day. Thanks again to Coach Wright and guys for coming out and answering questions. We wish you all the luck this season, and we will see you at some point this season on the Mixed Game of the Week.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Since 1907, Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home and Cremation Service has been serving families with compassion and attention to detail. When you experience the loss of a loved one, trust Agent Mallory Martin to guide you through the process of honoring your loved one's life with dignity. With over 100 years of experience in all facets of funeral service, Agent Mallory Martin will help you celebrate your loved one in a way that would make everyone proud. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home and Cremation Service, serving your family from one generation to the next.
Every day, 115 Americans die from an opioid overdose, and many could be prevented through the use of Narcan. Narcan is a nasal spray which can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose, giving people a second chance. If someone in your household has been prescribed an opioid medication, then anyone in the house can be at risk for an accidental overdose. The Sallisaw Now Coalition can tell you more about Narcan, how to get it, how to use it, and how it can save lives. Learn more at sallisawnow.com.
Ready for a smile that feels as good as it looks? At Aesthetic Dental Institute, Dr. Henshaw specializes in transforming lives with dental implants, the permanent solution to missing teeth. And with IV sedation, you can relax and feel comfortable during any procedure. For those who need a full restoration, full arch implants give you back your smile in just one day. Call Aesthetic Dental Institute today at 918-775-4431. Aesthetic Dental Institute, where your beautiful, healthy smile is their top priority.
Hello, can anybody hear me out there?
Hey, Bob's not here right now, but if he was, I'm sure he'd be reminding you.
Hello, I seem to have locked myself in my dressing room.
That if you're in the market for a new or used car, truck, van, or SUV,
Little help here.
and you want the lowest possible price in that vehicle,
Well, that's better.
you need to come see us here at the home of the low price cars.
That was the darndest thing. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Blue Ribbon Sallisaw, home of the low price cars.
What do you mean the commercial's already over?
Forever Memories Funeral Services welcomes you to take advantage of the services they offer. From pre-planning to uniquely designing a celebration of the life journey of your loved one, Forever Memories has local ownership. They've lived in this community for many generations. With a caring staff and a beautiful facility, Forever Memories is dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities affordably with dignity. Forever Memories Funeral Services on Highway 101, just north of Sallisaw.
J&D Steakhouse is Sequoyah County's premier steakhouse, serving USDA certified 7 Oak steaks, burgers, and chops, as well as seafood, chicken fried steak, and amazing salads. Specials include Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Thirsty Thursdays, and more. Happy hour daily 4 to 6. J&D Steakhouse, a place for good food, friends, and family, and live music. 230 North Oak in Sallisaw. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. J&D Steakhouse. Oh, it's good.
You're watching Mixed TV.